Hey, Welcome Broken World Entertainment, and yes, we're going to take a hit for this one, but here is the new trailer, and I believe final trailer, for Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire.
When I found you in the wreckage of that ship, I considered leaving you. I was afraid you could bring trouble to us. What do you think they want?
Everything.
We're just farmers. We're not a threat. They won't just kill us, will they?
You're delusional. You think those soldiers will show them mercy? Stop. We're gonna have to fight. I am a child of war. I find warriors to fight with us.
We might stand a chance.
We're searching for soldiers for a fight against the Mother World.
I could help you. For a small fee, obviously. You might want to hold on.
I'm here to make you an offer. To give you a chance at redemption.
We are beyond redemption.
What about revenge? This isn't just pursuit of revolution.
I have found her. The most wanted fugitive in the known universe.
It's a new age for the universe.
And there you go, Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. This movie looks interesting to say the least. The trailer, it's a decent trailer. It's better probably than the first one, kind of gives you more context. The visuals is weird. I said this with the first trailer, where some of it looks a bit like volume and a bit too digital, but then other parts of it look fantastic. It's a weird kind of mashup they seem to have done with this. I don't know whether it's because it's too clear or what it is, but there's just sometimes it looks fantastic and other times it just looks a bit too CGI. It's very strange, but it still looks into it. Now, let's get straight into this part. Let's just get this over and done with. Apparently, Zack Snyder has confirmed that this takes part in the same universe, although obviously well into the future, of Army of the Dead. Why? Don't know. Who cares? Nobody. Why would you mention that when they're never gonna be put together? How could they be? And why would they be? They are completely two different entities from one another. And just the fact that he said it just makes no sense. We know there's meant to be I can't remember whether it's a comic book or whether it's a series, but there's meant to be a prequel. I think it's a comic book to go with this. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of when projects do that, because it means you didn't put this full story in to what the product you're offering to people. You know, what's the point of being told, hey, get to know these characters, by going all the way back and reading these or watching this, when why don't you have that narrative being built into the movie? Don't know. Very strange. Not a big fan of when they do that. It's kind of like pretty much all of Disney Star Wars. Hey, how did this happen? Read the book that we're going to release. It was like two to three different books and something like 5 comics to try and answer the story of how Palpatine came back in Rise of Skywalker, and they still never made any sense, and it was all contradicting itself. So that's another reason I don't like when they do that. This apparently is meant to be a trilogy, from what I understand. Obviously this is part 1. I'm assuming part 2 will be out next year, and then part 3. I'm not sure whether or not they've actually filmed part 2 and 3 yet, or at least part 2. If I remember, I think I heard it somewhere, saw it somewhere saying that this one and the next one were filmed together, back to back. I don't know whether that's accurate or not. I guess we'll find out when this comes out and we get a release date or a potential release date for the next one. Again, it looks interesting. The big Spider Woman looks crazy, and if you look closely, she's holding a person, whether it's a child or something, I don't know, but she's holding someone. I like that part with, I can never remember his name, is it Dejan? Something like the dude from Shazam and what do you call it? Guardians. When he's like, I'm done with fighting for things, and she's like, what about for revenge? And he's kind of like, yep, we'll do that, alright. The action looks good. Yeah, action looks interesting. There's a few Dune vibes in there for sure. And of course, this is the rejected Star Wars idea that Zack Snyder put forward to Disney, and they said no. And he went, well, screw you then, I'm just going to make it my own thing. And that's exactly what he did. We know there are types of lightsabers in it and stuff. But I think, for me personally, I think it looks interesting. We won't know what it's like until we are able to sit down and watch it. You know, how many times have we seen trailers that look cool, and then you actually watch the movies or show and you're like, ugh. It's out on the 22nd of December. Interestingly, it's PG-13, but you can see through the trailer, and apparently Zack Snyder has confirmed there is an R-rated cut of this movie, which he'll probably release. I think he said they're going to release that in the new year at some stage. So again, that'll be interesting to see. Obviously it'd be just more kind of blood and possibly a bit more language or something. But you can see in some of the scenes just where exactly this thing could have some gore in it that they've taken out to make it a PG-13. But all in all, as I said, it looks interesting. I'm interested in seeing what we get and what it does. What about you? Are you looking forward to it? Let us know in the comment section. And with that, I will ask you to like, share and subscribe, especially seeing as we're going to get dinged for this video. Thanks Netflix. Free advertisement for using. You strike us with copyrights. Nice one. But with that, cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.